Hey everybody, Jeppy here, and welcome to Valorant's brand new cinematic Revelations full breakdown video. I've watched this cinematic in like 25% speed to find anything and everything interesting or relevant to the lore of Valorant. Let's get right into it. So starting right off, we see this takes place in India, specifically the Western Ghats area of India on Omega Earth. This is because Astra, Harbor, and Sky have been trying to find the City of Flowers for, well, months now. Let's see if they finally find it in this cinematic. Okay, real quick, can we just get some props for the art department of how beautiful the jungle looks with all the fireflies and glowing from it, and even how great Astra looks too with her golden eyeshadow. The art department killed it in this cinematic and just keeps on getting better and better. Also, this might be the City of the Flowers we see talking about earlier. Let's see if Astra and Harbor get a closer look. Then the cinematic cuts to a lively nightclub in Turkey as we see Fade just casually chilling in a booth, devastating this guy's mind with Nightmare and her powers. Guys, something we will see in this video is just how powerful Fade is. Like, it's actually scary how strong Fade is with Nightmare and how much control she has over it. Like, at this point, she doesn't even need guns. You'll see what I mean. Then we finally get to see Omen in a cinematic. Finally, he's an OG agent of Valorant, agent number 3 to be exact, and this is his first appearance in a trailer or cinematic like this. By the way, he's awesome in this video. One thing of note is we still don't know the location of the Valorant Protocol's headquarters. It clearly says location unknown, so hopefully one day we can figure out exactly where it is. Also, remember how when Jet, Sage, and Neon were away on vacation last year with the Twitter Takeover series? Well, Sage said that Omen was nice for taking care of her houseplants while she was gone on vacation. It's really shaping up to be that he enjoys taking care of plants, as we see him trimming away what seems to be a bonsai tree to me at Valorant's headquarters. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's a bonsai tree. All right, so blink and you miss it. But right as Sage opens her locker door, me going at 25% speed found this interesting detail. Apparently, Agent 8's story is different on Omega Earth compared to Valorant Protocol's Agent 8 on Alpha Earth. Yeah, spoiler alert, all the agents you see in this cinematic other than Astra and Harbor are from Omega Earth, so they're part of the Valorant Legion. I need to drop that little spoiler here early on in order to explain what I'm about to say. If we refer back to the warm-up cinematic with Phoenix opening his locker, we see a scratched off number 8 on the locker with the facial recognition missing as well. I have an entire video explaining everything we know about Agent 8. I can link it at the top. It's pretty old to be honest, but all the information should still hold up today because we just barely get any updates about Agent 8. It's very interesting how mysterious Agent 8 is and how we really get almost no information about him or her. Circling back to Revelation though, the new cinematic here on Omega Earth Valorant Legion headquarters, the number 8 is still there on the locker, but what's more important is that the facial recognition is still there, meaning the locker can be unlocked when the agent walks up to it. Does that mean that the Valorant Legion still has an Agent 8, or they never left on bad terms, indicating why all that is still there on the locker? Maybe they'll come back at some point? Interesting, isn't it? How on Valorant Protocol, it's all scratched off and removed, but on the Valorant Legion, it's still there. Visions in my head. Okay, so once Sage opens her locker door, we get a bunch of new information. So some things are a little tough to read for me, especially if I zoom in. It's just like illegible for me, but I'll try to do my best. First of all, can anyone here translate what this newspaper says? I don't know what language it is, and I don't know how to translate it. I'll try to heart the comments that accurately do describe what this says here so we can figure all this out. Of course, we have a nice graffiti style note of Sage's name made by Raze on her locker. We apparently have the code for MaxBot, I believe. Maybe. It says Robot ER code. Either that's the code for MaxBot, or perhaps Sage has a robotic emergency room that requires a code to enter. I don't know. I'm kind of curious about this one. I'm not so sure what it means. I could be wrong. Next, we have a lovely picture of Sage when she was training to be a monk. And then above that to the right, we have a classic with her camo on it. And then we get a quote that Sage has written on the wall saying, "I am not just your healer." Now, this is a very common theme now we've been seeing time and time again with Sage, that she just hates being referred to as just the healer of the Valorant protocol, or I guess Valorant Legion as well, and nothing more. She wants to prove herself as a badass and being a formidable fighter as well, not just a healer, which will see her prove to us, the viewers, in the epic battle she does with training robots later in the cinematic.
You don't know the half of it. I got dreams of looking up, eyes that compare. Nothing feel like how it feels.
Yeah, Sage is not messing around here. Donning some combat gear, she totally looks way different than her traditional outfit we normally see her in. Also, these new robots slash droids look really cool. I wonder if we'll see these replace the robots in the shooting range.
Like how it feels to notice things that don't know yet. The weight of everything, and everything's just right. Sometimes I'm trapped inside and I don't.
So next we have the two lovebirds, KJ and Raze, looking like they're visiting Jet in Seoul, South Korea. Raze shares some of her music taste with KJ via the headphones as Jet goes and gets some delicious food for them to eat. I actually love this necklace Jet is wearing too. It looks really good. By the way, guys, yeah, I'm gonna say it again. Riot killed it in the art department here. I know I already said it, but it deserves it again. Also, I like how most of the agents are wearing something different than their normal uniforms here too.
Take on the world is the only thing that we know how to do.
Okay, now we cut back to Fate in the nightclub, who looks like she extracted some information possibly from the guy she used her powers on earlier. I have no idea who these bad guys are that Fate interrogated. Like, genuinely, no idea. Could these people have any information at all about the lost man Fate has been trying to find that she cares about deeply? I think that's her motive here, but I'm not so sure. Visuals and lighting are insane once again. I mean, just look at the glow in Sage's red eyes. Can I say how badass Sage is here? I love the transition into the ADS shooting too. She looks pissed and worked up. I'm not just your healer. Then we have the yummy food Jet brought over to the table and looks like they're having a lovely time. This is the second time now Harbor jumped into the air with a leap of faith to have a Valorant agent catch him before he falls to his death. Again, Sage is a maniac, but check out this little detail with Omen. Look at the Kingdom Industries logo on his cape instead of the Kingdom Corporation's logo on the Valorant protocol that we normally see. It's a small detail, but I found it interesting and appreciated the continuity in Valorant's lore. If that's just not the cutest thing I have ever seen, KJ hugging up on Raze like that, that's so lovely. Okay, so Sage gets hit by a bullet and Omen realizes something is wrong. You'll see the teal glow coming from the wound in her shoulder, which indicates that either Sage is being healed automatically or she is directly healing herself with her hand on her shoulder. Both super cool to see Sage's ability to heal herself make it into canon in cinematic form. Plus, this picture of Omen is giving me screensaver vibes. It's awesome.
When you go outside, know there is nothing to keep me.
Yep, so Harbor's artifact really was the key to unlocking the gates to the City of Flowers. They were right. Freaking cool sequence right there. I mean, Omen throwing down the smokes, which just looks amazing on the battlefield here in cinematic form. Then he teleports manifesting right in front of Sage to help her out. She looks pissed and likely bit off more than she could chew. Bro, I'm telling you, Sage has been holding back these emotions for far too long. She wants to be a warrior and wants to not be protected all the time being the healer of the team. She wants to be on the front lines just like the rest of her crew. Omen seems to notice the anger and frustration coming from Sage and empathetically places his hand on her shoulder. It looks like the robots were using the bulldog and apparently had live rounds. I don't know about you guys, but this is an incredibly dangerous way to practice. Like, if Omen wasn't there, could Sage have died right there? Like all it takes is just one bullet to the head and you're dead. Again, the power and control of Nightmare is super intimidating. She just has to throw it up and it knows to target those two guys specifically that were after her. The Valorant Legion agents, the one that we've been seeing so far in the cinematic, got a notification that an alpha threat has arrived with Harbor and Astra. There it is, the City of the Flowers. Absolutely beautiful. If done right, this map has some insane potential to look amazing when playing on it. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't know, this is going to be the next map in Valorant, unlocked by Harbor's artifact. So, in an epic who's who moment, they quickly realized that the agents already in the city were not from Alpha Earth and were in fact the Valorant Legion sent to deal with Harbor and Astra. This leads me to believe that the Valorant Legion found the lost City of Flowers and have at least been there for a little while at least, considering they were already inside when Harbor opened it up. We'll see how they do here. Do you think Harbor and Astra has what it takes to beat Fade, a pissed off Sage, KJ, Raze, and Jet? I mean, who even knows where Omen is? Actually, you know what? He may not be there at all because it looks like he wasn't dispatched earlier. Regardless, though, I don't know. Of course, Astra is insanely powerful and Harbor has a decent amount of power to him, but I don't know if they will make it out of there without being apprehended. If there's anything I missed that you noticed here in the video, please feel free to share them in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, then make sure you like and subscribe notifications if you're new. Now, with all that being said, Jeppy out!